Good morning. Right Honorable Prime Minister and Chancellor of Kathmandu University, Sri Sushila Karkiju, Honorable Minister of Education, Science and Technology and Pro-Chancellor of Kathmandu University, Sri Mahabir Poonju, Chief Guest and Convocation Speaker for today, Professor Santrishi Dhulipuri Pandit, Founding Vice Chancellor of Kathmandu University, Professor Suresh Raj Sharma, members of the KU Senate and Board of Trustees, Excellencies and representatives from the diplomatic community, respected parents, graduating students, guests, invitees, media persons, security staff and volunteers, Kathmandu University family, ladies and gentlemen. As we celebrate the 31st Convocation, first phase of Kathmandu University, this particular ceremony by its own virtue is historic, as it is presided over by the first female Prime Minister of Nepal and by extension, the first female Chancellor of Kathmandu University, Right Honorable Sri Sushila Karki. And to add more to women power, renowned female academic leader of our subcontinent, Professor Santrishi Pandit, the Vice Chancellor of Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi, has obliged us by gracing today's August ceremony as the chief guest. This indeed is a proud moment not only for Kathmandu University, but for the entire nation as well. On behalf of the Kathmandu University family on my own, I extend warm welcome to Right Honorable Karki, our Chancellor, and Professor Pandit, the chief guest for today. Their valuable presence augments energy in our efforts at Kathmandu University, aimed at creating conditions for female leaders to thrive in academic and professional lives. A clear testament to this commitment is underscored by the fact that among 2,209 scholars graduating today, almost half, or about 47.76%, are female. Among the new graduates, 83 are from School of Arts, 294 from the School of Education, 340 from the School of Engineering, 36 from the School of Law, 378 from the School of Management, 881 from the School of Medical Sciences, and 197 from the School of Science. The degrees to be awarded include 7 at the PhD level, 27 as the MPhil level, 397 at the postgraduate level, 50 at the postgraduate diploma, and 1,728 at the undergraduate level. For the first time in KU history, we are awarding academic degrees to 20 scholars with Master of Medical Research, 1 with the MPhil by Research in Mathematics, and 29 with the Bachelor of Science in Agriculture. As of today, a total of 50,040 scholars have graduated from Kathmandu University. There should be no hesitation to acknowledge that at present, Nepal's higher education faces a near existential crisis marred by a chronic lack of comprehensive national vision and objectives linked to the national development goals, asymmetric coverage of higher education in different sections of the population, tardy pace of modernization and chronic underinvestment, among others. Brain drain and capital flight is in the name of and pretext of higher education is massive and unabated. During the last 5 years alone, over 350,000 students have left the country, and the country has bled at least $10 billion equivalent of foreign exchange with this outgoing student. The exact figures on both types of exoduses are estimated to be far higher than the officially recorded data. Evidently, after the September Revolution, exactly 3 months ago, Nepal today stands as a historic inflection of a socio-economic and political transformation. This revolution was a clear manifestation of aspirations of younger generation. We may call them Gen Y, Gen Z, or even Gen Alpha, to explore and ensure their future within this country. They expect to attain quality higher education akin to modern world-class knowledge and skills, get gainful employment after graduation, and ensure quality of life not only for themselves but also for their posterity. These are unquestionably an articulation of an organically evolved social phenomena, and the quest for change is very rightful on the part of these future custodians of Nepali nation state. It is obvious that the universities and higher education institutions are at the core of fulfilling these aspirations of the youth, including the ones framed through the September Revolution. This higher education structure and delivery must shoulder the responsibility for, number one, providing quality education to produce industry-ready graduates. Number two, creating interfacing platforms with the national and global job markets. And number three, equipping our future citizenry with the sense of humanity, compassion, and patriotism. We at Kathmandu University fully recognize these responsibilities towards the nation, towards the society, and towards the humanity at large. Our graduates of all disciplines are in high demand both in domestic and international skill markets, and several thousands among them have undertaken successful business venture. And we are proud to announce that the employment rate of our willing to work graduates is close to 100%. Right Honorable Chancellor and dignitaries, our commitment to quality education is complemented by the trust of the parents, students, and guardians, which is reflected in the several global as well as national rankings. In the single spring intake of this academic year 2025-26, KU's student enrollment, mainly at the undergraduate level, has increased by almost 23%. The university has admitted 300 additional students in engineering, nearly 100 additional students each in science, management, and education. While growth in the constituents program has remained at 18%, we have also increased the student seats in affiliated programs by additional 5% approximately. Further, we expect relevant regulatory authorities to approve over 400 new seats for us in different medical science disciplines. With the same constructive consideration, the current management of KU has adopted a careful but liberal strategy to expand the reach of its brand value to provincial level through a very transparent process of affiliation and partnerships. So far, 12 institutions under the School of Arts and School of Education have received affiliation, while evaluation of programs under other schools are ongoing. Despite some infrastructural and logistic limitations, we now feel that our expansion efforts are becoming instrumental to stop at least few thousand talents and ensuing foreign exchange from leaving the country each year. That KU continues to be an undisputed leader in quality higher education in the country is validated by a number of globally recognized rankings as well. In medical education, KU is ranked globally within the top 1,000 universities, and overall university is ranked 703rd in International Outlook Indicator in Times Higher Education 2025. We are working to achieve academic research and impact factor excellence to become one of the 1,000 best universities in overall global standing, hopefully within a couple of years. We in Nepal have long lamented the incessant brain drain ratchet and as its resultant effect, capacity constraint in development administration and knowledge industry. To reverse this narrative and trend, KU has recently opened opportunities for foreign faculty or Nepalis teaching in foreign university to teach at least one full semester, being physically present in any of our 7 schools. To our pleasant surprise, in a matter of months, we received more than 400 applications from 30 countries. About a dozen of such faculty have already started to take classes in various schools. This is expected to significantly contribute not only to the transfer of knowledge and teaching techniques, research collaboration, and intercultural understanding, but to foster the culture of cross-fertilization of ideas across the academia, industries, and the capacity building of faculty, staff, and students. Kathmandu University is dedicated to sustaining this spirit of growth through the introduction of more multidisciplinary programs, enhanced educational infrastructure, expanded scholarship, collaboration with industry, and the sustainable approaches in financial management. Internationalization has been one of the important contributors to KU's quality education. Over the past 3 decades, 12% of universities graduates have been international students. 196 international students graduating today come from 17 countries, as diverse as Australia, Austria, Bangladesh, Bhutan, UK, India, Japan, Malaysia, Maldives, Mexico, Namibia, Russia, Spain, Sri Lanka, Sweden, USA, and Vietnam. The total number of foreign nationals graduating from KU stands at 5,860 so far from 59 countries all over the world. We continue to strive for internationalization of our collaboration, partnership, and academic expansion with 300 MOUs with foreign higher education institutions. Just yesterday, we signed MOU with Jawaharlal Nehru University when Professor Pandit is here. In addition to academic programs now running in countries like India and Australia, we are all set to deliver KU's undergraduate courses in management and engineering in Japan to address the growing demand for KU academic programs among our young diaspora based there. It is happy coincidence that today Kathmandu University begins hosting the Secretariat of Himalayan University Consortium, a network of more than 1,000 universities from Hindu Kush Himalaya region and beyond. The Himalayan University Consortium was established in 2007 and headquartered in International Center for Integrated Mountain Development, popularly known as ICIMOD. In an era of climate change related uncertainties, in the era of climate change related uncertainties and catastrophes, the relevance of such important consortium dedicated to Achyut, international cooperation in research, education, capacity development, policy advocacy, and public outreach for resilient, just, inclusive, and regenerative communities and thriving geo-ecosystem, I unquote, has only increased. I would like to thank ICIMOD Director General, His Excellency Dr. Pema Gyamtso, I think he is here, and the international community for entrusting KU with this important responsibility. I also request for continued collaboration and cooperation from all the partners and stakeholders of HUC in the days to come as well. In an important institutional level collaboration with Basini, the Indian government's digital undertaking established to facilitate translingual communication through a digital language processing platform, the Kathmandu University AI Digital Public Infrastructure Center will soon be under operation. In addition, we are in the process of starting a collaboration with the Regional Center for Biotechnology in Faridabad, India, for collaborative high-end research in the field of biotechnology. These are only few examples of our collaboration. We are prioritizing the development of physical infrastructure. We have started the DPR process to construct a 450-bed teaching hospital building and completed the bidding process for the construction of the academic and examination block and a separate IT records building. Just yesterday, our Senate has constituted a research management committee from among the members of our respective senates to manage and mobilize the resources for hospital building construction. Despite this, the most painful experience for us in KU this year in particular has been to turn down the admission for about 350 talented female students for lack of hostel facilities here. I would like to emphasize that building an additional girls' hostel is our top infrastructure priority for the coming year. I look forward to generous support from Government of Nepal and other partners to this noble cause towards increasing gender equity in higher education. We are simultaneously working on digital infrastructure. This year, Kathmandu University established a dedicated Information Technology Center, KUITC, with a long-term vision to promote research, innovation, and digital sustainability in Nepal. The center will operate through three main units: high-performance computing unit, which manages a supercomputing cluster for the advanced and complex research; Data Science and Policy Unit, which supports national policy implementation by conducting research using local data and developing ethical frameworks for digital transactions and actions; and Disaster and Emergency Division Support Unit, which develops decision support system for emergencies such as earthquakes, pandemics, and floods. All these efforts will complement and reinforce our efforts to produce next generation of digital scientists in Nepal. The KU Connect mobile app, which provides students with digital access to academic, administrative, and campus-related information, has come into operation. It offers information about examinations, events, fee payments, requests for certificates, and transcript of the user, and the university's resource management system has been fully integrated with the KU app to facilitate room reservations, resource management, and class scheduling. The app will soon be customized for the academic and administrative staff members. Space optimization has enhanced with the use of the digital reservation system of the classrooms, labs, and conference halls. We are in the rigorous process of updating our curriculum and pedagogy to integrate the suitable components of digital learning and teaching, including the artificial intelligence, across all the schools and programs. To broaden the reach of quality higher education across the country, KU spends more than 100 million rupees in the scholarship programs of diverse nature aimed at rewarding talents, considering the geographical and ethnic inclusion. The university has expanded the scholarship scheme to all 7 provinces, offering 6 top-performing grade 12 students from each province 100% tuition fee waiver. This expansion adds to over 500 scholarships the university provides annually across the disciplines. To conclude, my sincere congratulations to all the graduates of the class 2025. It's your day today. Your hard work and dedication, the sacrifices of your parents and guardians, and the pathways shown by university have borne fruits today. This must now translate into your ability and willingness to contribute to humanity, global peace, and making the planet Earth habitable for our future generation as you embark on the next lap of your journey of life in education, employment, or entrepreneurship. I urge this August gathering to consider unleashing Nepal's prospect of not only regional but also global education hub, at least in certain disciplines like medical education, environmental education, Buddhist and Oriental studies, culture and diplomacy, among many others. This is a real prospect, and we, through our policy reforms and modern global outlook, must stand to harness this opportunity and create Nepal's own higher education economy. We can offer cost advantage, cultural warmth of Nepal, and around-the-year hospital weather for students, teachers, and researchers. Finally, I heartily thank Right Honorable Prime Minister and Chancellor of Kathmandu University, Honorable Sushila Karki, Honorable Minister for Education, Science and Technology, and Pro-Chancellor of Kathmandu University, Mr. Mahabir Pun, JNU Vice Chancellor Professor Shanti Sri Pandit, and all the dignitaries, faculty, and staff members of KU, guardians, graduates, and everyone present here today for your gracious presence. Your continuous support is invaluable for us in KU to make it a smart, resilient, and sustainable university. Thank you for your patience.